What up, though, y'all? How you living? Shots fired. Shots fired. Now, recently, Brian McKnight stepped on the internet to finally tell his side of the story about things he'd been accused of, misunderstandings that might have been going on in the media. And to be honest with you, he kind of was standing up for all fathers who eventually hit that point and got to put their foot down on some things, be it with the mother of their kids or their kids themselves. You know, when you're a provider, it comes a point where you have to cut off provisions for protection for your child and yourself. But that's neither here nor there. In the middle of Brian McKnight defending himself for getting his points across, some shots got fired between Marc Lamont Hill and Anton Daniels. Now, Anton didn't speak bad on Marc, although he could have. But Marc tried to play one of them dirty games that people play on the internet, man. Some sucker stuff. Let's get into it.
I'm going to come back to Ish in a minute. I'll get there in a minute. I'm going to fast forward because Marc having whatever he had to say about Brian McKnight, that's irrelevant in this conversation. So we're going to come back to that in a minute.
I've said some shit, but
he's saying that I think I'm smarter than everybody.
Oh, this is the other part that I wanted to get to. All right.
Let's go.
You don't got no stuff for the interview?
Anton Donaldson, Antoine Jameson, whatever his name is. No, I don't know him.
Anton.
He's saying that I think I'm smarter.
Now, that's super fake, because if Joe Buttons know who Anton Daniels is, Marc Lamont Hill has to know. But he claims he doesn't. Claims he has no idea who this guy is. So we're going to take Marc at his word, right?
Everybody, yeah. I'm smarter than him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I don't think I'm smarter than everybody. I'm smarter than him. Yeah.
Damn, he said he's smarter than Anton, the guy he don't know. Okay.
But I literally don't know. I don't have a beef. I don't know who he is. I don't even know his name. Literally.
What?
He don't know your name, Anton. He don't
That's
know you.
Crazy. But what's his name? Who is he?
Rasheed Wallace.
What is his name? That's crazy, bro.
Uh-oh, he's going to the phone. Is Anton going to the bat phone? I wonder, what does he have in there? That orange case is diabolical, though, Anton. You need to do something different than that one. Get a black one or something. A gray one. Blue, maybe. What's this?
On October 15th, 2024.
Okay.
First of all, who is Jess Mabley? Who is Jess Mabley? Does anybody know who Jess Mabley is?
Those look like receipts. Are those receipts?
Anyways, I'm going to let y'all read it. Good morning. They sent it twice because I didn't respond to it the first time, so they sent it twice. I'm not going to show you the number. That's not necessary. Good morning, Mr. Daniels. My name is Jess. I'm a producer for Marc Lamont Hill. Marc would like to invite you to join him for an interview on his YouTube program, Night School. Now, remember, this was October 15th, 2024. I'm hotter than fish grease. I'm on every fucking platform. I'm doing 100 million views on YouTube alone every 28 days.
So it's safe to say that Marc Lamont Hill had to know who Anton was. What you think? He had to know who he was.
And Marc Lamont and his team reaches out to me. I didn't respond the first time. They doubled down. All right. Listen, this is a conversation that I want to have with y'all. We're not even going to talk about the intellect part. I'll get to that shortly also. Okay. But these niggas is capping, bro. All of these niggas is fake. All of them are fake. I don't know who he is. Who is he? I'm confused.
But he know you.
What do you?
And see, that's the real problem with black people, because we all familiar with the nigga shit, right? We all familiar with the nigga shit. But when you get into being black and what we're going to call black people stuff, the downplaying of each other. Now, Marc Lamont Hill was a dude that worked for white people and made white points and defended the Israel Committee and all of these type of things. And when the chips was down, they kicked his ass right out of there. Nobody picked him up for a job or nothing. And you know who he ended up working for? One of the same type of black people he always trying to make snide comments and remarks about. Go figure. And then when Mark get over there with Joe, you know who got the dissing him? The same group of black people that he saw himself a part of. You know, the intellectual, ignorant people who have undercover drug habits, allegedly. I'm kind of tired of that. I don't even understand what makes these guys intellectuals. You know, to be educated means somebody taught you what they want you to know. To be smart means you learn things people may not know you know. One is controlled, one is not.
You confused about, nigga? I never reached out to you. You reached out to me.
That's what it looked like to me, Tom.
I never reached out to them, which is cool. You should reach out to me. When I jump on somebody's platform or when I do an interview or when I do something, that shit hit. It go viral. Never mind. Let me read it to you guys. There's no need. You see what it is. Good morning. They doubled down. I'm a producer for Marc Lamont Hill. Mark would like to invite you to join him for an interview on his YouTube program. How they got my number, I have no clue. I have no clue because I don't just give out my.
A producer for Marc Lamont Hill. I didn't even know he had a show. Except for that Patreon he always pushing on the Joe Budden Network, but I didn't even know he had a show. And what gets me about this Marc Lamont Hill guy is he's always trying to break down black people, but he have a real conversation with Caucasians without trying to be condescending. But he can't speak on a black person without trying to be contradictory or condescending or any of that. And he sits up there on Joe Budden podcast like he's the only nigga with a vocabulary. Makes no sense to me that I understand why they allow it because it opens the door to a different type of group of people that wasn't watching Joe Budden. And now they are. And when you look on there, you see Mark get more ignorant than the niggas. Go figure, Mr. Intellectual Ignorant nigga.
Phone number. This wasn't an email. This was a text message. This wasn't an email.
That sounds like he violated your privacy. He got your phone number without your permission. That's what it sounds like to me.
This is a text message, okay? Would like to join you. So they got my number from somewhere. So that means they had to go and find that shit. That means they had to go and look it up, right? They had to go and contact somebody. They had to go make some moves to find out how we can get in touch with Anton Daniels, okay? He would like you to interview on his YouTube program, Night School, on Friday night at 9 p.m. Any chance that you are available? And they sent it again. I said, I can. And remember, I was talking to y'all about it. I said, should I even entertain this nonsense or not? And y'all said,
what they say?
Nah, don't waste your time, Anton. I'll let the chat decide.
I was a part of that chat. And I didn't think he should have fucked with this guy anyway. See, we're not even going to get into what Anton Daniels represents, which why I fuck with him in the first place. But I don't fuck with the Marc Lamont Hills. I don't respect him. This is not a conversation that I would have publicly. I never tell a lot of people about how I don't respect another black man. But, bro, this guy was a part of a cult where the leader was molesting young girls. As a grown man, as an intellectual, he joined that. To me, there's nothing else to say. You know, they pick people like him that could be broke down easy, and they put them up on pedestals to represent black men. But in a room full of black men, he would never be the fucking representative. Never. Never. He's not a man.
I'll let y'all decide. Y'all said, nah, it doesn't even waste. There's no point in it. It doesn't add any value to what you got going on. So on and so forth. I said, cool. No.
Plus, you bigger than him on the internet. That's the real truth. Anton is way bigger on YouTube Instagram, Facebook. As a matter of fact, he may even be bigger as a pundit, which is Marc Lamont Hill. That's his lane. Anton may be bigger as a pundit than he is.
No problem. So
Democratic.
I responded and said, I can't. I have huge obligations. Friday night, I'm sorry, I won't be able to make it, but I appreciate the offer. I was a gentleman. They say, okay, thank you for letting me know. Perhaps next week would work. Or another time this week. Then they sent another text message. Or another time this week. Would just love to get a little time with you on the books. Please let me know if there's any time that may work for you. And I never even responded after that, bro.
Damn, they said please. Now
I never even responded after that. That's the facts.
Those are receipts.
I never responded.
Marc Lamont Hill. So not only do you know who Anton is, you was begging to get some time on the books. Now, why you had to slight my mans because you on Joe Budden podcast, boy? You know, what y'all may not know is Detroit had its own black media scene for the whole time. The whole time. I mean, before Soul Train, black people had that here. We owned radio station, TV broadcasting networks. As a matter of fact, the cable infrastructure in Detroit was built by a black man named Don Barton. One of the first black billionaires that I knew from Detroit, actually from here, actually built the cable infrastructure. As a matter of fact, right now, Xfinity pays the Barton family a royalty to use their cable infrastructure that the black man built. Detroit is a very, very, very different place than some of these places that you fake black people are from. And I hate to dish your city, but when you do stuff like this, it'll never float over well. Never float over well. Now, you're on a black media company now, but historically, it was invented here, bro. And when you get on your black platform and you try to deny somebody the credit that they've already been approved of by you as a black person, you're in violation, Mr. Marc Lamont Hill. To me, you've been a bitch ass nigga perpetrating like a black man. But hey, however you get paid is how you get paid. But don't fuck with Detroit. Don't try to downplay niggas from here. Don't try to over articulate. Don't think you're more intellectual. None of that, bro. Anton the boss. You up there sucking Joe Budden dick. Hey, oh shit, you ain't even swing on Flip. You did all that. Oh, you ain't even swing on him. And everybody know Flip can't even really fight. He just big. So to me, you a sucker. Bad representation of what a Philadelphia dude is. Or maybe it's a good representation of what a Philadelphia dude is, because, you know, y'all known for building, you know, killing niggas who done made themselves. You know, y'all known for leeching off of niggas who done made themselves. That's y'all history from the 70s. It's like black power. We're all Muslim, but then let's kill this nigga because he made something for himself. No disrespect. But y'all had that reputation when my great-granddaddy was alive, too. That's what he told me about Philly. And he from Jersey, got family in Philly. We never visited Philly. You know what I'm saying? However, I love Philly, though. We out. Fucking Marc Lamont Hill. This guy's a sucker, man.